This is pretty good for not never knowing how to tie something. Come on, Christian, you look like she's your queen. I got to adjust my camera. Too big. Come on. You know what? I'm proud of myself for this. I really am. I literally threw this deal together. Hi guys, Super Chris here. Today, I really just want to sit and talk to you guys. I don't really have a motive with this. I don't really have a point today. I literally just want to sit and talk to you guys because every video I've done recently has just been, let me show you how I do this. Let me show you how I do that. You ain't never seen this. Let me show you how I do that. And I want to just sit and share with you guys a little bit of my life and, tap into kind of what I'm dealing with right now and what I'm going through. Because, outside of, the fun how-tos and all the... Y'all, I ain't worn my ring in like 3 days because I put so many creams and lotions on my hands that I'm just like, why? Why would I? I really just want you guys to get to know me a little bit better and kind of get into my mind and what I'm going through because, of course, there's motivation and inspiration in terms of how to and things, but there's things that I'm literally going through that, I just want to share because somebody may be in the same boat that I'm in, and why not, instead of just always the how to, hey, do you know how to do this, girl? Well, let me talk to you, and maybe if I share what's going on in my life, somebody will be able to relate. In July of this year, I was working for a company. I was working for a financial planning firm. I was the brand manager for the financial planning firm. And in April, my personal family came into some hard times that I actually wrote about to a degree in my blog post on superduperchris.com. We had some marital and some family issues that we went through. And to be honest, my work performance fell off. And I was struggling to make it into work. And, I have a degree in PR. So I was, excited to use my degree and everything. But it was like financial planning, like, do y'all see me? You see how bright and extra? And I'm finna show y'all this, minus the head wrap, y'all. Was literally, just imagine without that head wrap, literally my attire. And I bought all this stuff, I have to play the part. This was actually a little bright for their taste when I was working. I looked like a librarian. I wore all these boring colors, and this was like the pink was one of the brighter colors that I wore, and it was sucking me dry creatively. But I was like, I need to pay the bills. I got insurance. Candace got insurance. We doubled our income, and things were going so well. But, everything on the outside looked like it was perfect, but everything on the inside was literally crumbling. Because I was working 40 hours a week, I literally had time for nothing else but to come home, maybe cook dinner, and go to sleep. Like, my intimacy with my husband fell off. I wasn't spending time with my daughter. It ended up taking a toll on our relationship, to the point where we had marital issues, and, there was a situation that happened, I'm not, buffering the fact that what was done was wrong on my husband's side, which I talk about in the blog post. But, I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, this degree, oh, I got this job, I got it all figured out. But, because I didn't handle what God had already blessed me with, which was my husband and my child, I was so focused on this job and making money and making a sustainable lifestyle for us that the core and the heart of my family fell apart. And on top of the fact that I was actually trying to start this blog and I wasn't listening to God, I was only doing it for my own personal gain because I'm gonna be honest, I have this desire to be, and God has given me a vision to where, I'm supposed to touch people. And I'm like, oh, yes, let me do what I can so that I can make this happen on my own. And God is constantly telling me that it's not my way. I have to wait for him. I have to wait for his way. And that even, my blog started falling apart, And after everything had fallen apart, my husband left his job And because of the weight of my personal situations, I wasn't able to focus the way I wanted to at my job. And I think my job went about it a little crazy, but at the end of the day, they let me go. It's been one of the hardest times in my life, for real. But even though it has been one of the hardest times of my life, I feel so much more purposed in my life, and I'm able to do what I love. But instead of showing you all of this how-to stuff, I'm actually getting to your heart and telling you that, if you're not focusing on that core, everything around you will fall apart, no matter how good it looks on the outside to other people. On the outside, we were two Black, young, successful people. We both were in our passions. We both were making money. Cadence is beautiful. Cadence was thriving. She's a smart little girl. She was in childcare. Everything looked good on the outside, but when we came home, we weren't even talking to each other. What's that about? That terrible, just terrible. Now I'm in this place to where I actually literally today made the full-time decision to homeschool my child through preschool. And if it goes well, it may be into kindergarten. I don't know what God has for it. But right now, she's 3. So until she's 5, we'll be doing preschool during the school year. It might be year-round, in all honesty, because, it just depends on how we do it. But, I was talking to my husband today, and I'm already having a hard time. I'm already having a hard time. And God has really been working with me in terms of what my purpose is. I've learned that the day I decided to be a wife and a mother, that became a purpose of my life. And I failed to realize that until just recently, and because God had blessed me with a husband and a daughter, there was a calling that came along with it. And because I wasn't, being a good steward over the calling that God had already blessed me with, and I went out there to find my own stuff, the stuff that I had found fell apart. And all I had left was these broken pieces of the calling that God has already given me, And then, when I think about it, because I'm a wife and a mother, I never really had the opportunity to live and walk in that calling to where I couldn't even be the inspiration and motivation that I'm portraying to be. Like, how backwards do I look? I'm just backward. So now I'm finally on the journey of creating this motivation and inspiration for women like me, instead of being fake about it and just like, oh, that sounds good. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a businesswoman, and I wasn't. I was literally just a businesswoman. Not cool. Cadence didn't have her mother. My husband didn't have his wife. And God had to tear all of that fun stuff away that I thought was creating a purpose for myself so that I could actually be in the purpose that God has given me. And now I wake up every day excited. Yes, I'm at home all day, but I wake up every day excited because I'm teaching my daughter. I'm educating my daughter. Cadence has a schedule now. She's loving it. I have found a purpose in teaching and educating my daughter in a way, I'd never thought this would be purpose for my life. And it's to the point where I was watching a sermon the other day, and I actually put it on Snapchat. I'll put my Snapchat here. And I was like, I'm to the point now where this calling that God has given me in terms of where my heart is and educating my daughter makes me feel like I can't have an off day. I can't, if it's the middle of the week, Cadence has a schedule. I have a schedule. Cadence has to be learning, and I feel like if I fall off, then I'm displeasing God. So now I feel like I'm really starting to fall into this purpose thing, I'm really excited about it. And I'm able to maintain my house and things are getting taken care of, thank God. And I'm so grateful, So I'm really excited for where God is going to take me in terms of this motivation and inspiration for you guys, because I'm living it now. Hey, it's not just a facade anymore. And I'm really, really excited about it. But one of the problems that I'm having right now is battling the fact that I was a businesswoman and I do have this blog and living in real life. That's my concern. My biggest concern, and this is something I'm going to have to pray about, and I hope you guys would pray for me and with me in this, because just today I was telling my husband, I'm excited about where this is, but there's a part of me, and I don't know if it's my toxic thoughts. I don't know if it's just Satan in my mind, but it's like, So your purpose is just to be a mom. You're just gonna teach your daughter all day, every day, and you're just gonna sit around and make lunches and paint when you know that you've been called for something bigger. Yeah, I've never been more motivated to be in this calling and be in this purpose. I've never been as motivated as I am now. And, if it turns out to be just me educating my daughter, then fine. If not, I'm going to continue to share my story, and I'm going to let God, have his hand in it, because he gave me all these things for a reason. And now that I am starting to feel like I'm purposed in taking care of and educating my daughter and putting a schedule together for my family, it's just, I feel so empowered. I'm excited to get up and be at home. And it's really, really great. So I'm excited about this journey. I hope I didn't blab too much and threw you guys off. But I just wanted to share that, this is real. And you can do it. So if you're feeling discouraged about being at home, you got this kid, I'm going to start coming out with videos on how I manage to homeschool Cadence and, our a day in the life, what it looks like to, to go through homeschooling with us. I could come out with a whole bunch of good stuff, but I'm still going to do my videos like someone suggested that I do. My favorites of 2016, I have a August favorites coming out in a little bit here. So I'm going to still try and do the content as much as I can within the schedule that I'm given now. So I hope you guys stick with me. I know this was like a little off the wall, but I just wanted to sit and chit chat with y'all because I've never just sat and talked to y'all. I always got something to say, or it's always gimmicky. And I really just wanted to talk to y'all and share what's going on in my life, because who wants to just watch how-tos all the time? Sometimes people get on YouTube to hear about people's lives. So, I hope mine is interesting or not boring. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll keep making God a happy daddy.